and the national chairperson of NRM, he appealed or advised Ugandans in general and members of the NRM in particular who are aspiring to lead to always seek for success through godly ways and to allow their actions to be based on honesty, trust, and repentance. Disputes Tribunal to conclude all petitions before them and thereafter convene a meeting of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus to discuss salient issues in regard to primaries and come out with way forward. I submit.
That's good.
What do you want me to say?
The chaos.
The shortest verse in the Bible is it is finished.
The Quran.
Jesus
The
wept.
What made him to weep? Why did he
NRM whipped.
Because of good people like you. No question? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
What did the chairman tell you about the violence which happened
In the primary.
and what was his advice to you? Because we are going to the big one.
Peter Wandeme from Delta TV. Honorable, have you discussed on the outcome of this tribunal, like what will happen with those ones who want to accept whatever outcome comes out of it? Have you discussed what will you do to the people who want to go independent, or maybe how are you going to handle them so that you front one person?
That's already answered by resolution number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So as we are going to this focus meeting, members had a lot of anxiety, and one of the prayers they had was to see whether the president will console the losers and how he can console them, because some people think that if they are not consoled, they can go independent and you might have another party names of independence. But the other issue is that this thing of meeting on the first Friday of the month, it was a good idea, but according to what we are telling us, as if it is just a ritual, going there and coming back, because according to what was told us here, as if there was no
Serious matter.
big point, like there was no big
So
agenda.
for you,
to
you
attend.
expected halfway.
Yeah, because that's the reason as why people should meet. There should be a reason for meeting, not just to attend and.
But you go to church every Sunday. Have you ever failed to go to church? Okay.
Maybe last before you respond. There are those who have already announced that they are going independent. I don't know whether you have at time and chairman to comment on this, because there are those who have refused to go to the tribunal and have already announced that they're saying they're going independent. And then 2, I don't know whether being the commander in chief, we also talked about the issue of the army, the involvement of the army in the Nigerian primaries. Because people are scared, especially when they are heading to the 2026 general polls. They're fearing that what transpired in the primaries with army involvement may be the same.
Thank you, Chief Whip. I'm Issa Chigongo. I work with Channel 44. Should the public take that the Mighty Party has only discussed about the primaries, no any other issue in regards to the country that matters?
Because there has been that issue of roads where members wanted to hear from the president.
The NRM Parliamentary Caucus sits under its rules of procedure every month. That is a given. Now, in today's caucus, just like I've briefed you, others are talking about what about violence? The outcome of the tribunal, what will you do? Members had anxiety. Those who have already declared they are going independent. Let me start with the issue of violence. On the issue of violence, that you know borders criminality. And as we speak, on the directive of the national chairman of NRM, over 300 members of the party have been apprehended and are currently undergoing investigations with the view of producing them in court to answer criminal charges. So that one is a given under our criminal justice system. The aspect that we have deferred are what you are talking about, the outcome of the tribunal. Members had anxiety. There are those who have already declared. The party for now has said, as NRM Parliamentary Caucus, let's put a halt to any discussion in regard to the outcome of the NRM primaries. Why? Because at the moment, there is an ongoing process of hearing the different petitions from all parts of the country. Any discussion now can be construed to be in contempt of the proceedings of the tribunal, but also sub judice. That is why the caucus, in its wisdom, decided that now that the process of hearing the petitions are going before the tribunal, let's wait until they are all concluded. Then another meeting of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus will now be convened for purposes of debating and discussing the salient issues in regard to the just concluded NRM primary. So for now, really, you are trying to really fish in the deep end of the waters, but we have not yet reached there. We are still where we are, that let the due process of our internal justice system be concluded by the NRM Disputes Tribunal, and thereafter we can interrogate politically by getting testimonies from people who participated, by hearing from members who participated through a formal meeting of the caucus. We do not want to be misconstrued to be acting in contempt of the NRM Disputes Tribunal. We do not want to be misconstrued to be acting in anticipation. We do not want to be misconstrued to be acting against our own internal rules. We set rules, we set regulations before we went into the primary, that in the event of any dispute, there will be appointed the NRM Disputes Tribunal to handle. The tribunal is currently handling. Let's give them time, then thereafter we can politically interrogate events that unfolded.
I asked the question whether the president had time to consult. I heard it was among the expectations of members.
So, for you, consolation, what do you mean?
Handshake.
Handshake. Sorry. Things do happen.
I have no problem.
Honorable,
President.
mine, I'm trying to look at the root cause and how we can cure this. Don't think we are still looking forward in the other old style, the tradition of lining up. Because everything, the chaotic we saw was all the root cause from the lining up. People hated neighbors, you've left all the mess in the villages. And when are you graduating from that old system? Because you have all the money, you have everything, but I'm wondering what's happening with Obua. And you might.
For now, we have said there is a due process, we have said no for now until the due process is concluded. That is when we shall interrogate all you are talking about, be it root causes, be it signs and symptoms. Any other thing will be interrogated after the due process is concluded by the tribunal.
And if there is a question asked about any other business, because there has been that issue of road network in the country, people want to hear from the president. And the other issue is about new constituencies. There has been so much anxiety in the public. Their expectations of some municipalities created in Tororo, President promised like a city, and they're running out of time. I thought maybe this can feature at this moment in time. Is it a going case? Have you abandoned
On the two matters, there was no discussion, and as such, there's nothing.
No, I'm just taking this advantage.
Yeah,
The
there's
meeting
nothing to
you
report
as
on
the
that.
government chief to hear whether this is something we are still considering.
What is it relevant to today's meeting? Is it relevant to today's meeting?
Yeah, because it's not.
Yeah, I said we did not discuss, and there is nothing to report.
PD.
Chief, we are heading to SEC elections this month, in fact. Haven't you talked about anything about it? Because you're seeing some of the SEC members, they're fighting each other, word and
causing more
We have
injury.
told you what we discussed. Why do you want us to discuss with you?
Why are you now taking us on a fishing?
Thank you so much.
Where are you taking us?
You're the one taking us to a
No, you are the one. We have told you what we have discussed. No,
The
you-
members will
did you
tell us.
discuss-
We are going to do some ground checkup.
Ugandans are worried.
Yeah, the Uganda version, even the Karamojong version is available.
We want Runyankore also and Kiswahili.
That one is a basement issue.
This one is asking that when is the next quarterly meeting?
By the
First
way,
Friday of next month.
And was it discussed?
No, we can also discuss it here.
Olunaku olwaleero nga ffe abakaba NRM tusiŋŋanyidde mu maka g'obwa pulezidenti tukiziddwa ekibiina ekya NRM kyatandikibwawo ku lwa empisa z'eddini era nga namwe mukimanyi nti mmoto yaffe erikwa Katonda n'ensi yaffe. Omukulembeze n'ategeeza nti kaakati mu kintu kyonna ekiba kikoleddwa n'exercise gye twavaamu kyokka okuvaamu obuntu, empisa, eddiini. Ekitegeeza nti abakulembeze ffenna bwe tuba tukola tutanye okuleka omululu n'okweyagaliza tubemu empisa n'eddiini. Ne tukkirizaganya nti ebyo byonna ebyaliwo mu kalulu akawedde KLC5 Member Parliament nga mwalimu ebirumira basaawo akakiiko akalitunula ensonga ezo, era ensonga ezo bwe zinaaba zimaze okutunulirwa nga akakiiko kawadde report nga enkeera bwe gagenda okutandika, tujja kuddamu nga bakaba NRM tusobole okulabika nga tukubaganya ebirowoozo ku nsonga ezo ezinaaba zivudde mu lukiiko olwo olwateereddwawo. Byebyo ebibaddeyo olunaku olwaleero.
Honorable Brandon, tukimanyi nti teriyo nsonga nkulu ziri mu maggwanga okuggyako okulonda ku mwabaddemu.
Nga bwe kimanyi nti constitution yaffe tuwa omwaganya oluvannyuma lwa myaka 5 bino tteeka bateeka okuteekebwawo. Ate byonna bye tukola tugoberera timetable ya electoral commission. So eno y'ensonga enkulu kubanga erambikiddwa mu mateeka.
Tweyanziza omubaka w'e Kagoma. Bagenda nkubaza mbogo. Bajja bakka mu bunnya.